The white shoe slang.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Okay. Investigate Signal Hill crime scene, murder victim.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed to the
So I feel like we're kind of in like the...
Pinker will let us know in good time.
You know, the meat and potatoes of the freaking homicide
we keep locking
investigations.
Them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
Stealing myself from what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, Carter. I'm used to seeing it. You're the gig when you work in homicide, Phelps.
Well, welcome on back, guys, to another episode of LA Noire. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series as well. Alright, so we're gonna go up here. This is where the lady got, I guess her body was located. Crime scene, 11:48 a.m.
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
So this sounds like a...
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
So it seems like there could potentially... I know we've been kind of going through these homicide cases, and there's a lot of similarities between, you know, a lot of the cases, a lot of the victims, how they get murdered or how they get killed. All right, so there's something right here. Got some money. It looks like $5.
This isn't what we're looking for.
$5.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Got some tire tracks. Okay.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Oh, we got something over here. Oh, we got some footprints. Okay.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Weird. What size shoe are they, though? Can we tell from that? Okay, so there's something potentially... Cigarette butt?
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Okay. I know this bottle probably has nothing to do with the crime scene, but... Okay, let's examine the body. At least she's not naked. The last couple of victims have been completely nude. Oh my gosh, poor lady.
There appears to be a dry
Superior
cleaning label.
Laundry.
Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
See, is there jewelry missing? Nothing on her left hand. But it's just crazy. There's so many different similarities. Like every single victim has been female, and then they have like the strangulation around the neck by like a rope. So there's definitely something there. Okay, so is that it?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Okay, Catherine Barton, age 55, sex female. Okay, suspicious.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
A hobo?
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Oh, man. All right.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Okay, so there's apparently a hobo leader. A hobo freaking leader. All right, we're gonna use this game well.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks for your help.
Okay. So apparently there's a large camp relatively close. But this one's interesting, guys. There isn't really much evidence at the crime scene. Like, she's not naked. It doesn't look like she had... There's no purse. There's no, you know, ID freaking laying around.
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Superior Laundry Services at 12 p.m. It's crazy it's noon, but it feels like it's nighttime with how cloudy and rainy it is. All right, let's see what we can find here.
At least the rain stopped. We can change back into those white bucks now.
Are we gonna talk to the owner?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Okay.
You wrote the number down on that dress. Is it there?
All right, let's take a lookie. Take a lookie. All right, so we got the freaking number, which is F. I think it was F1363. So, Mrs. T. Taraldson.
Mrs. T. Taraldson, 43
Taraldson.
Emerald Street, Westlake.
Okay. All right, so I guess we just gotta go there. I don't think there's anything else at the laundromat. Yeah. So we're gonna head to her residence.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
All right, 43 Emerald Street, 12:09 p.m. So this is her house, which kind of looks a little messy. There's a boat in the freaking driveway. Bunch of toys and other miscellaneous items on the ground or on the porch. Oh, there's two kids.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
It's crazy. We just mentioned that the wife or the mom died right in front of the kids.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search.
Okay.
You got nothing to hide.
All right, so we're gonna search the house.
Want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out.
Oh, we got something here.
Report actually rules him out as a suspect.
What is that? Matchbook? Barron's Bar.
Check if she was a regular.
114 North Beaudry Avenue, downtown LA. I got a portrait that is turned over.
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Yeah, it's a little weird. A little freaking weird. Oh, her purse. That's weird that her...
No.
No? Oh, okay. It's a little weird that her purse is, or I guess it could be another purse, not her main purse.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Optimistic, Cole.
Alright, so nothing there. So I know we could use the phone. It looks like the boat that's outside. It's like a miniature version of the boat that was in the driveway.
Barron's Bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Damn, so did the wife go to the bar, like, quite often? Maybe that the husband's a little jealous?
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Not sure this means much.
Okay. Oh, let's check the laundry room. Oh, got another purse.
So she went out without her handbag?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Yeah, something doesn't add up. Some
At least
lipstick?
she was spared that particular indignity.
What is that, muddy boots? Oh, wow. Muddy boots. Does not look good for the husband. Size 8.
You can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Okay. A wet shirt. Soaking
Lars
wet
was out
shirt,
in the rain
in
last
fact.
night.
Wet jacket. So he has muddy boots, a wet jacket, and her purse all in the same room. Oh, we can go outside. So that's the little boat that, or the boat that we saw from the... Is there anything that we can check? Oh, maybe the rope? Ah.
It's like a match with the ligature marks.
All right, this is not looking good for the husband. All right, we found all the clues. We'll go interrogate the husband real quick.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
Oh, shit.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks.
Okay, dispatch is going to work on that for us while we talk to this guy. All right, we're going to talk to him.
For the record, Mr. Terrellson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
All right, we got possible suspects.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
He looks like he's in distress. But we did find that... Oh, let me use my notebook.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
We got the the bow rope. Yeah.
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
It just seems a little sus, like the muddy boots, the wet jacket, the fucking rope that matches, you know, the ligatures on her neck. Our alibi for Lars.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
All right, no. Bad cop.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night, she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Barron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Okay, so she is the one that actually is visiting that bar quite often. Now it makes a little bit of sense. But what doesn't make sense is the fact that her purse was still at the house. I don't know.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Nope, not buying it.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
Damn, this guy definitely does not like his wife.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
I don't know, something's just not adding up. Something is definitely not adding up. I think I might actually accuse him because we found the muddy boots and the jacket in the laundry room.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
Yeah, because he's got the frickin'...
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Charlton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Terrelson broad had her last drink at Barron's Bar. We should check her place out.
All right, so we're gonna go to the Barron's Bar.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Well, we got 4 out of the 4 questions right.
Can you drive to this
Been on a
one?
roll, guys, this
And
entire
where exactly are we going?
playthrough. All right, we're gonna go to the Barron's Bar. Go to the Barron's Bar and investigate. Ask a couple questions.
Well-known radio singers.
Barron's Bar, 12:20 p.m.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrelson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Right off the bat, it's not looking good for the husband. All right, last contact with the victim.
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
All right, it looks like he's telling the truth. So around 10:30.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Would you recommend the special in this?
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Okay. So she took a cab. Vagrant male suspect.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
Oh, no, he looked away. He looked away. We'll go with bad cop.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right, yellow cab, 3591.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
All right, I think he's telling the truth.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Okay.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you,
Oh shit, he's running.
Can't let the son of a bitch get away.
All right, let's get his ass.
Go, Phelps, get after it.
We're going, dude. We're going. Damn.
Come on, got a rod. Get in and drive.
All right, let's get in the fucking car. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Oh shit. Watch out, people. Damn.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Let's end this farce.
No, bitch.
He's showing you how it's done.
I mean, granted, in my defense, dude, the fucking car just spun out. Oh, yeah, come on. I don't have any fucking...
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you. Maybe you shouldn't have waited for this,
not good. This car is not good at handling.
Keep it on the road, goddammit! Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
How close do you need me to get you to the car, bro? Shoot it.
All right, you got me.
Holy shit.
Put your hands in the air!
Oh my god.
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
All right, oh my gosh. All right, contact with the victim.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
But why did you run, bro? Like, no. No.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
Okay. So potentially another... a sailor.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
Ah, come on, bro. You know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
Damn, so
We're
sailor.
taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central.
Why did you run, bro?
It's
It's just showing that you're
a cozy cell.
Richard here
Could be.
knows the drill.
guilty. All right. All right, we can use the game well right here. Which we will do.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks, man.
Okay. So that's the sailor that the guy was talking about.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591.
Oh, shit.
The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Okay. So they found the cab. They found the cab. Oh, you're way over here. Okay. So we're gonna drive over to that area to try to, wait, where am I? Oh, I'm right here. Okay, so we'll just do a U-turn and come back down that way. That's the taxi that picked up the chick.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
All right, I see the taxi, guys. I see it.
3591. That's him there, Phelps. Hit the...
Yeah, get the fuck out, bro.
We're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Okay. So he dropped them off at a ballroom around 12:30.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and...
Okay, so I think we're gonna head back to Central Station, guys.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
All right, he's in interview room 2. I think it's right here. Yep.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning.
Okay, contact with the victim.
You went to Barron's bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
Okay, we got that one right. Yeah, he just seems a little off.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
Nah, come on, bro. I don't think we can accuse him, but I think... Go back up.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
All right, so we got that one right. Movements prior to the murder.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab and I caught a bus back to the base.
Keeps looking down. Which... Like, I think we can we have anything against him to, like, accuse him or say that he's lying, but...
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. We got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American, 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa?
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
All right, cab ride with the victim.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
I don't know, man.
Can you put the guy in two in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective.
I don't think it was him. I don't think it was the sailor, if I'm being honest.
Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
Oh, shit.
What
Okay,
now?
so it could be the
Run all way to
hobo.
San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the bus depot before we go to the hobo camp, but it looks like it could be the hobo. This one's all over the place, I must admit.
You
got
can
a lot
drive.
of potential suspects.
Fine. Where are we headed? 3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. Still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, can we have Lars Carrollson picked up?
11K, roger.
Bus depot, 1:23 p.m. Okay. So we're gonna go inside the bus depot. Can we go ask the
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
Okay. Frank Zeffirelli. Okay, so we're gonna locate All America 74. Okay. So we're gonna find the bus, essentially.
We're not gonna drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
I mean, I guess it's the perk of being in the LAPD. All right, so we're gonna find the bus.
Nope, still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. Just give me a nudge.
Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is.
How about you?
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
All right, dude, we gotta ask you some questions.
Some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
Wow, okay, so that pretty much clears the sailor. And now it's looking like the freaking hobo.
So Sailor Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers. He left the broad alive.
Yeah.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
Yeah, so it's definitely gotta be the hobo.
These Beaus hate cops.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Okay, hobo camp, 2:03 p.m. Oh, that actually looks like the guy that we spotted that was creeping on the chick at the beginning of the episode when she got off the bus. Definitely looks like him.
LAPD, We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic. You need to hold out for the cavalry now.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Oh shit! Okay. Wait, what are we doing? What are we doing? These men know they're gonna punch him.
We need to fight for it.
Your disciples know what you
Hey,
did
want that
last
shit?
night?
Come on. You want that shit?
Stay red.
Woo, bitch.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
I mean, this guy is definitely suspect number 1. All right, we're gonna check his
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it. See what you
the
find.
Kremlin. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, we got another newspaper article. Missing morphine.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Damn. Very interesting, guys. Interesting indeed. So I'm assuming in like future oh shit, we got the rope. In future cases, we're gonna uncover more about that whole situation. Alright, we got a purse. Oh, it says TT. Those are her initials. Is that the bus ticket?
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Oh, it's the freaking crystal ballroom. All right, that's definitely her purse. Or money pouch. Oh, looks like he's served.
Circumstantial.
And then there was, I mean, it's got to be him, right? Bloody rope.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Okay. So we're gonna go and interrogate the hobo leader. I mean, it's gotta be him. It just has to be.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
Central Police Station. All right, so we gotta go.
We're going this way.
Interrogate Stuart Ackerman. Interview room number 1.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
All right, motive for murder. I think we can be empathetic. He can be empathetic because they both served. You know what I mean? All right, motive for murder.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
I'm gonna accuse him.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrellson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
I mean, bro, the fucking rope was sitting in next to your bed.
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
Oh, we got that right, though. Okay. Contact with the victim.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
I'm gonna go with bad cop.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Damn, could this have been the guy killing all the women so far?
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
Nah, I think he's lying. Yeah, he's definitely lying.
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the day. We have a witness. We have evidence. Come clean with me, Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your pity. You have nothing that links me to this woman.
We got the freaking the purse with her initials on it.
We have you cold, Ackerman. Her purse and the ballroom ticket were in your lean-to. Tell us why you did it.
I kill because people need killing. It's what I was trained to do.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
There it is. There it is. I mean, it was too damn obvious. That was way too obvious.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrellson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Hey, well, not bad, guys. I feel like we got most of the freaking... Yeah, we got all the clues. We got all the questions correct. We did rack up a lot of vehicle damage and a little bit of city damage. An early visit to the hobo camp might have offered a lead, but good luck finding a coherent witness. Well, there it is, guys. Another case down, and I'm excited to continue.